When you're not in a good feeling place, you're not open to seeing opportunities and to being creative and to being resourceful. But that time will come, and it will come quicker if you're gentler on yourself and if you're easier on yourself.
Nicole, COVID obviously has changed so much in our lives, personally and professionally. What has it done for you in terms of changing your perspective on life?
I feel like 2020 has just been such an opportunity to learn and grow through challenges, and that has happened as a result of COVID. And maybe that's the best gift we could have been given through COVID. And that's not to minimize the struggle or the challenges or the seriousness of COVID, because, I understand that people have been really suffered through this. I mean, people have died, and we need to honor that. And I think one of the ways we honor that is we go, what are the lessons here? What can we take away that will shift my thinking so that I can live post-COVID in an even better way?
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where you don't know what you have until it's gone.
Right? And it felt like the rug got pulled out from us so quickly in so many different ways that it was very unsettling.
What are some examples that you think women business owners in particular have had happen to them in the course of this whole pandemic that would allow them to shift their perspective?
First of all, I just want to give a shout out to female business owners because I already thought you were like a special brand of superhero, but like if COVID hasn't showed the resilience of female business owners in particular, I don't know what has. I mean, we just tend to be a creative, resourceful, and resilient bunch. I mean, we have to juggle so many competing priorities and pulls on our time and on our resources. We've seen examples of female business owners really come out strong and do some really amazing things.
Just from your experience at the dealership and obviously managing a huge business there, what are some things that maybe previously had seemed mundane to you that you're now changed your perspective and you're excited to do?
Well, send my kids to school. I mean, that doesn't really have anything to do with the dealership, except for it absolutely does. Because if your kids aren't able to go to school, how are you supposed to work on your business? And there were so many business owners working at home and balancing parenting and business all at the same time. Like, we're used to balancing parenting and business, but usually we can compartmentalize it into times of the day. COVID took that ability away from us. So, a really sort of simple thing is that it's a good day when my boys are going to school. From a dealership perspective, one of the things that I do every morning as a business owner is I walk through the dealership to say hi to customers, to take a look at the facility, to see what's going on, kind of get a lay of the land. But probably the most important thing and the number one reason I do it is to connect with my team. I do that because I love it, but I also do it because it's important. Some mornings it was kind of like, well, I need to do this and I need to do it before 10 a.m. because I have a phone call at 10 a.m. and I have work to do and I've got to get my inbox looked after and all of those things. But then when over half your team disappear for 4 to 6 weeks and it seems a little empty and you're missing people, you realize that wasn't I have to do this. This was I get to do this. I get to walk around and I get to talk to the 65 people who are on my team every day. And oh, wait a second, I don't have to employ 65 people. I get to employ 65 people. And that taken on a whole new meaning for me and a whole new sense of pride for me over the last year.
I think that COVID is an example of obviously a crisis that fell into the world's lap, but there are many crises in our lives. There are many other things that happen in our lives other than COVID where we could probably learn a lesson from COVID and learning how to deal with that. But switching your perspective, I think, is really a key thing. And obviously you've gone through that yourself. What are some parting words that you have for female business owners who are watching this right now and saying to themselves, I need to change my mindset around this? How do they do that?
If you're watching this and you're just having a day and thinking, oh my goodness, there isn't one good thing about COVID and life sucks, or there's so many challenges that I just can't connect with this message right now, my message to you is it's okay. Love yourself and your business where you're at. and know that there's brighter days ahead and that you'll be able in time to connect to that good feeling place. Because when you're not in a good feeling place, you're not open to seeing opportunities and to being creative and to being resourceful. But that time will come, and it will come quicker if you're gentler on yourself and if you're easier on yourself. So watch this video and think, oh my goodness, Nicole gets to do these things instead of has to do these things. And that's like so beautiful for her. No. There's many a day I'm in the washroom pulling myself together and getting it together and having a few tears beforehand, right? So there are those moments, and those things are real, and honor those for yourself, and then know that it's temporary, that sunshine is coming. It is coming. If you're watching this video and you're looking for a mindset shift right now, check out my YouTube channel, because I've done several videos about mindset, one in particular about affirmations. And one of my favorite parts of that video is that sometimes we say affirmations and they just feel yucky and they just don't feel right. And I feel like I addressed that really well in that video. So if you're feeling stuck, check that video out.